I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse, mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me, keep on running, toes they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win, apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win, apply myself, I felt it in.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. I'm your host today. I got my two partners with me. I got my man Tomo and David with me. What's good, fellas? How y'all doing? Are you on mute?
That's crazy. The greatest intro ever. That's crazy. I had it right there, man. Man, I'm doing so great, man. You want to know how great I'm doing? I still got leftovers and a hangover.
Let's get it. Let's go. All right.
I'm feeling good, man. I got my boys here with me, so you know it's a nice little holiday weekend. Hey, we ate good, feel good. All the games was exciting yesterday. I'm ready to talk about the games, man. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, we had 3 games. You know, it's good. I'm glad I added that third game. Keep us busy watching football at night.
Oh, Joe. How you doing, man? You went straight to business. Tell us how you doing, man.
Oh yeah, I'm doing good. We took an L. You know, in Atlanta, you know, we haven't been on the show since. We took an L in Atlanta. It's all good, you know, but we're going to bounce back tonight. Bean Team, hashtag Bean Team in Boston, in the bar near you. All right. So, before we get started, we got some football to talk about. Make sure y'all like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share this video with somebody that you know personally so you can come on and watch live with us. We're going to have a lot of fun today. It's not going to be a long show either, so get on quick. And use that comment section. We can see all the comments y'all putting down. All right. Communicate. What's up, J-Mo? I see you in there. Looking clean, Tomo. Okay. All right. So make sure y'all, use that comment section. We can see all the comments y'all putting down. And then also, last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. All right. So we got some football. The first game we're going to talk about, Buffalo Bills versus the Detroit Lions. Sorry, my phone stuff all down. Detroit Lions. All right. Now, Detroit Lions hung in there, man. I mean, they played a good game, and the Bills survived and took the game at the end, you know, and we all thought it was going to go to OT, but it didn't, and the Bills won that game. So, Tom, I'm going to kick it off to you. What was your reaction to that the Bills beating the Detroit Lions?
We got to be in somebody's algorithm. Like, we have to be. I was on here literally bashing the Bills rush game. I was bashing it. I was like, they don't even run the ball. I forgot about Singletary scoring touchdowns for 2 weeks. I stand corrected on that. But Josh Allen came over and was like, you know what? We don't even need a running back. I'm going to run the ball every single time. Why would they do that? Like, why would they? That was a bad idea. Other thing I want to point out is Detroit. I feel so bad for this team because they're in every single game. Like, they're in every game. Detroit is literally just like their coach, like the motivation. You see the motivation there. You see the determination, but they just come up small every single time. And also, Allen, you have Stephon Diggs. Don't take him for granted like A-Rod did Adams, because you see what life would be like without him.
That's facts. Man, all I got to say is the Lions seem like they could be a problem if they just get a few things fixed. I know this is more so about the Bills winning, but I don't really want to talk. I want to talk about Detroit right now. Detroit, I feel like if they get just a few things fixed, maybe a couple help get another DB, how about Jeff Okudah, put someone else in the D-line, how about Aiden Hutchinson? And I don't know. I mean, Jared Goff played well yesterday, so I can't really put that on him because he played pretty good yesterday, but it feels like they're just missing some piece. I'm not sure what that piece is, but they're missing something to be able to get over the hump because I feel like they're a pretty good team. I mean, people were talking about how they were last in defensive ratings, but it seemed like they've been playing well on defense the last few weeks. So I think more so that was more so the early season trying to get everybody together. Of course, them being on Hard Knocks and stuff like that, but I just think that they're starting to finally figure out who they are as a defensive ball club. And if they get maybe another weapon on the side of Amon-Ra St. Brown, and then help with that running back with Jamal Williams and Swift, I think they could be an issue for the NFC North coming up if not next season, the next 2 years, man. Because I feel like Detroit played very well yesterday. They played their butts off yesterday. So I think I'm giving props to Detroit, even though that was a loss. They've been playing well these last few weeks.
All right, Detroit when they come up, watch out Green Bay, right? That's the division about to flip. All right, so Tom, I agree with you, man. They established that run, man. They established that run early. Singletary had 72 yards, averaged 5.1 yards per carry. That's really good. You know, Josh Allen was inaccurate a lot of times. It's funny because, you know, the commentators always, it's his injury. But, I mean, I seen some games when he was inaccurate. Just go back to that Dolphins game. You know, he was very inaccurate in that game. You know, but, you know, like you said, Stephon Diggs, him and Josh Allen couldn't get that connection. A lot of it has to do with Josh Allen being inaccurate throws to Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs did drop a key pass on the sideline, but he did show up when it counted. He did. He showed up in the fourth quarter, got that last TD, and he got that, I think it was like a 30-some yard pass up the middle to put them in field goal range. So he did show up when it counted. Now, Detroit played a great game, but down the stretch, they did not execute. And I do disagree with you. Jared Goff did play good yesterday, but you watch the season, if they had a different quarterback, they would probably be in the playoff picture. All right? Yeah, all right. So the Jared Goff is the problem, I would say. All right.
I was talking about yesterday.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. Yep. Tom will agree. I said Tom will. Carl agree. So Detroit played great, but the down the stretch they didn't play good. Now it was on that second and 15, I think they threw the ball to St. Brown, and they didn't call a timeout. They tried to rush to the line and no huddle. I'm like, why y'all not calling a timeout? But I get it because they didn't want them to challenge it. They try to get the playoff, and they end up challenging it, and it wasn't the first down. But when it's 3rd and 1, you've been doing good all game in short yardage games. Run the ball. Put the ball in your running back's hand behind that defensive line. They don't have a bomb. They already hurt on the defensive line. Run the ball, but instead they throw a bomb. I did not understand that play. So by them doing that, it gave the Bills more time on the clock to do what they did to not let it go to overtime. So that's my feedback on that game. It just shows you where the two teams are. The Bills are playoff team. The Lions are a non-playoff team. And you saw how it happened, how they worked down the stretch. All right.
Lions got a lot of potential, man. A lot of potential. No more Hard Knocks, though. No more Hard Knocks. It's a curse. It's a curse, man.
It is.
I was not saying that golf wasn't the issue. I was just simply talking about yesterday's game. I know how he's played all year. I'm just talking about yesterday's game. Yesterday he played well. That's all I was saying.
And Carl, I agree with you. Dan Campbell, he got away a lot. He kept going for him. Like, this dude did not trust his defense. He went for on his own 30-yard line. I was like, this dude do not trust his defense at all. But he can be aggressive at times.
Yeah, and one more thing. I know we gotta get to the greatest game of the afternoon, but I cut the game off, right? Because I thought they was going in overtime because I was going to get some food, right? And I come back and I see the Bills won. I'm like, wait a minute, what happened? Like, how did that happen? That right there, that just sums up Detroit's season. What happened?
What happened? There you go. In every game, what happened?
Yep.
Exactly. All right, y'all. So, like Tomo said, well, what he said, the game of the day for yesterday, in his opinion, Cowboys versus the Lions. The Cowboys that's not the Lions, the Giants, right? Cowboys versus the Giants. Cowboys 28, Giants 20. The score doesn't really tell the story, but hey, it happened, right? For betting reasons. And Tomo, you actually gonna go last in this one, so you get to hear what we gotta say about your squad. And you get the rebuttal.
That's cool.
All right,
cool.
So you get to
I'm
chill.
gonna be chill. I'm gonna chill. Y'all go ahead and do y'all thing.
So, Dave, kick us off. What was your reaction to this game?
It was kind of sort of what I expected. I didn't think the Giants had a chance to win, especially with their two starting DBs being out. But even if they were playing, I still think the Dallas would have won this game. That's just me personally. Dallas has a better overall team. The offense is better. They have the better overall defense. I mean, they're actually running the ball now, which makes sense. Tomlin's been saying this for almost all season, run the ball. So it just makes sense that this was going well. And Dak had one of his better games as well. Micah, of course, 2 sacks. Now he has 12 sacks in the season. So defensive player of the year candidate. Nick Bosa is too, just so y'all know. I got to throw that out there. But yeah, I mean, it's what I expected. Saquon didn't really have his normal game that he usually has, but I mean, you got Daniel Jones as your quarterback. What you expect to happen with the Giants? I mean, no one really believed that the Giants were that good because they have Daniel Jones as their quarterback, and they don't really have any receivers. Kenny Golladay got a big contract from the Giants, but he has been trashed since he's been there. So, I mean, CD had another good game. I mean, it seemed like they had tight end university on their team yesterday too. All 3 of their tight ends was able to be a big part of that game yesterday. So I'm as much as I hate to say this, Cowboys deserve to win that game.
All right. Yeah, John. I mean, the Cowboys supposed to win that game. Obviously, John's missing 4 offensive linemen. 2 of they starting DBs, like you said, 2 not DBs, cornerbacks. That's why I wasn't really excited about CD's game. I want to see CD do great against a good cornerback. All his games has been good against mediocre cornerbacks, but it's not a hit on there. But Cowboys supposed to win that game. But obviously, you got to tune in because it's Thanksgiving. It's the Cowboys, and they still got Kellen Moore and Dak Prescott. So you never know what can happen.
Right.
You never know. They can always fumble the bag. I'm having memories of last year, like against the Raiders, but you never know what happen. But Dayball blew this game. He blew this game, number one. Because Saquon Barkley is your best player. Why did he run the ball only 11 times against a team whose weak spot is the run? All right? So he said, not no more. Okay, so they ran the ball 11 times. 9 times up until when they was up 2 touchdowns. When they scored that second touchdown, I looked at the stats. Saquon Barkley had 9 carries. I'm like, what's going on? But the key play for the Giants that lost in the game was that drop by Saquon Barkley, bad pass Daniel Jones. That was a key play, and I know people gonna fight about that. I think it was a pass interference call. They called on CD, but on that Dak, I'll give it to you. On that second Dak interception, that could have been a flag on the Giants, but they didn't call it. All right, so it's kind of like a makeup call. I would look at it. But, I mean, Saquon Barkley, right? He's 11 carries. Daniel Jones threw the ball 35 times. Against the Detroit Lions, Saquon only ran the ball, I think, like 14 times. So when they don't feed Saquon Barkley, they lose. They last win against the Texans, Saquon had 35 carries. All right, so that just tells you what kind of team the Giants are. So I don't know what Dable was thinking. He came out the gate throwing the ball 1 million times. All right? So it's not about Saquon killing y'all. It's about establishing a run to help your pass and to get the defensive line who's so aggressive of pass rushing to have them thinking, to have them on their toes because they don't know what's coming, pass or rush. So they ball play right into their hands, but good win for the Cowboys. They did what they're supposed to do by taking care of business in the Giants. That's why I never believed in the Giants also. So go ahead, Tomo.
It's on me?
Yes, it is.
Okay. It's a song, I don't know how old our audience is, but there's a song that goes, break up to make up. That's all we do. And that's us as the Cowboys fans, First we love them, then we hate them. But yesterday I was hating them in that first half. I said, here we go again. Thanksgiving, they're going to have me out here ready to throw up my turkey. And everybody pointing at me with my jersey on. And then we're going to have 1,000 Cowboy memes with a dude putting his family out. So get out my house. Get out. But they settled down and they showed y'all that, hey, we are the Dallas Cowboys. And this is the team that we are, that we can be. The game plan was very different from last week. Of course, the game plan is going to be different because you're not playing the same teams. the intensity was a little bit lower because you're not playing the Vikings. You know, they're not the number one team. You're playing the Giants, home in which Dak Prescott owned. So he like, I own this team, guys. We got this. We're just gonna settle down and we're gonna run the ball. We're gonna use both of our running backs, and we're gonna pass. We're gonna spread the ball around. Michael Gallup, I'm so glad that your confidence is back, buddy. I am so glad because you're just snatching passes again. I used to say Michael Gallup was a faster Dez Bryant who actually could run routes, and people were like, "You're crazy." I'm like, look at the catches. Look at the way he goes up and just snags the ball out the air. No more body catches like Terrence Williams used to be. CD, I don't care who you're going up against. Just build your confidence up, man. If he keep playing like this against backup cornerbacks, maybe one day when he goes up against a Darius Slay, that confidence is already there that he can do this, and he'll do it against better cornerbacks. Because I like what you said, David, there, you know, about him showing off and him being a number one receiver against mediocre corners. I mean, but it happens, man. You need what is it? Tune-up fights. That's what you need. You need tune-ups. And these last two games have been tune-ups, you know? The last two games also, as you all were talking about our rush, we've held both our opponents under 200 rushing yards. That's 2 games with 2 great running backs. Dalvin Cook is nice. Saquon Barkley is nice. Dayball. His name is Dayball and he's bald. Like, what more can you expect from this guy? Come on now. He came out the gate, like you said, rolling Daniel Jones out of the pocket because he's so scared of this pass rush. But yet Slayton was cooking Anthony Brown. So you do the one big play, then you just go back to establishing the run, like everyone says, run the ball. If Dallas wants to get to the quarterback, just continue to run the ball. However, Dayball knew who the better team was, so he tried to beat us. Just like everybody else in the NFC East. They try to beat us, but they can't really beat us. I can't say beat us because the Eagles got us. But for the other 2 teams, they try to beat us, but can't beat us. Dallas, baby. One more thing. We clean up the penalties. Nobody's touching us. That would have been a flawless game. That interception, it could have been a PI, but there's also a lot of like Dak Prescott pressing too much. Stop pressing so much, bro. You're good. You got your money. You don't have to press anymore. Sit back. That's why I got the shades on. Relax, bro. We got this. Come on, guys. What's your rebuttals?
Yeah. Holding a team under 200 yards ain't a big milestone to me. You know.
2 teams.
All right. 200 yards is a big lot. It's a big reach. You know, the Texans are last in rushing defense, and they allow 178. So I hope you didn't allow 200 yards. But good game. I'll give you that. Good game. Y'all stuck to the run. Y'all keeping the run offense before the pass offense, which is what y'all need to do. Because when y'all flip it, that's when all hell break loose. You know, so great job.
We could say that about every team. I want to bring that up too. That's going to be a topic we're going to have on here one day. And we can bring on everybody who's like quarterback gurus. Like, how many attempts should a quarterback have in the game? Like, that's a good question. Because I seen Josh Allen through 50 times. Nobody's bashing him.
The difference is they actually win doing that. Y'all don't win doing that.
Hold on, I didn't finish. There's other quarterbacks. I want to say Aaron Rodgers maybe. They lose games. He throws 50 times.
Yep. I mean, he's played terrible all year. So
Tom Brady does it.
Tom Brady's been playing bad all year too. So
it doesn't matter. Jimmy G, and they'll win a game. It just happens. It happens, guys. Sometimes you have to just throw the ball a lot.
Show me a game Jimmy has thrown over 50 passes and we won a game. Please show me that.
I got you. I'm gonna find his college highlights. I got you.
That's college. But yeah, I mean, like Joe said, I mean, y'all were supposed to win a game. I don't think anyone really thought the Giants could win that. So y'all did what y'all supposed to do. Y'all did what y'all supposed to do. Y'all followed the game plan. And I mean, you won.
Was that a touchdown? Do you all think that was a touchdown? The CD pass?
If they would have gave it to him, I'm all right with it.
Yeah.
They got to score it though. So you wanted it to be a CD TD. I got you.
Come on, CD TV on national TV. Come on now. Jerry need to hire me, man.
Okay. CD TV on national TV. Let's go. All right. Good win for the Cowboys. All right. So we're going to go to the last game. The team that they destroyed last year actually got a W. Let's say last week. The Vikings.
You can say last.
The Vikings beat the Patriots 33-26. As y'all know, I'm in the Boston area. I went to a household when they all were Patriots fans, and they were upset, that game. But it's all good. Let's talk about this game, the reaction of that. So my reaction to this is this: the Vikings should be worried. All right, I know they won, but they should be worried, y'all. And you know why? Their defense looks terrible, especially the last two games against the Cowboys and against Mac Jones, aka Tom Brady. That's what I thought I was watching. I thought I was watching Tom Brady last night. All right. So the Vikings, right? Mac Jones by far had his best game of the year. 382 yards, 2 TDs, no interceptions, 71% completion percentage. And threw a perfect pass to Aguilar at the end of that game for real. Aguilar just slowed down and he couldn't get it. Y'all watch that play, he slowed down. He lost his momentum. It was a good pass. The receiver messed that one up. So we're talking about QB, Mac Jones, who got benched in the Chicago game against the Bears. They don't have a top-tier defense, especially they traded away both of their defensive players for real. We talking about a quarterback who fans, trust me, I know, are torn between Mac Jones and Zappy. Literally, everybody talks to who you think should start. Some say Zappy, some say Mac Jones. Also, to a quarterback who offensive coordinator is a defensive coordinator who never coached in the offensive side of football until this year. And they allowed that performance for that guy in Minnesota on Thanksgiving. They should be worried. They definitely should be worried. Now, the Patriots lost that game to me due to their special teams, obviously. The Vikings ran back a kickoff return, and you got a 4th and 3. They're about to punt you the ball with the game being tied in the fourth quarter, and you get a penalty running to the kicker that allows them to get a first down to end up being the game-winning touchdown. So definitely that special teams group is going to get an ear for. Joe Judge, you special team guy? Hey, talk to your peoples, right? Now, the only thing I can say about the Vikings for real is Justin Jefferson. He's one of them. That's the only thing I can say about them for real. That's my feedback from the Vikings that game. Kirk Cousins had a good game because he had Justin Jefferson, in my opinion. Justin Jefferson, I like the Patriots DBs. I like Jack and John. I like John Jones. He torched John Jones all night. Mm-hmm. I know John Jones almost had 2 picks due to Kirk Cousins. Had nothing to do with Justin Jefferson. But Justin Jefferson was eating them up in single coverage, double coverage. I mean, he had 9 receptions, 139 yards, and a TD. And I feel like almost every catch he had was a key catch to keep the drive going, or was a TD. So that's my feedback on that game. Patriots saw some positive things, and I saw a lot of negative things with the Vikings.
Justin Jefferson, man, that's crazy. You see the 180? You see the 180, right? Told y'all, boy, that boy Trayvon is something serious. Told y'all. I tried to tell y'all, man. Y'all keep sleeping on my boy, man. He shut him down last week. But this game here, Justin Jefferson needs to be the quarterback too, because after that pass he threw to Adam Thielen, that was nice. That was one of the best passes I've seen all night, outside of the one where Aguilar slowed down. But that's what happens when you come from Philadelphia. You don't live up to the big moments. Oh man, I'm so proud of Kirk Cousins on a primetime game. I really thought he was about to lose that. After that interception, I said it's downhill from here. I was like, his confidence is shot. But for you all to go into a shootout with the Patriots when you are one of the best teams in the NFC, that says a lot about either Belichick or, like you said, Joe, the negatives that the Vikings are showing. Like they're what would Rick Ross say when he was talking about Floyd? He was like, that money looking funny in the light, that Mayweather money looking funny in the light. And they looking like fraudulent money right now. If it wasn't for, matter of fact, Cousins and Goff should switch. What y'all think about that? Y'all think that'll make the Vikings a little bit better?
No.
Keep Kirk.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to see.
Might be better, but not.
Okay, I just wanted to see. I just want to see the crowd reaction. Comments, let me know if I'm crazy too. But the Vikings and the Lions are in the same place. They just need a quarterback. They get a quarterback that can propel their team to the next level. Yeah, because Cousins is not it. Cousins is not going to do it. You should not be out there dueling with Mac Jones. Like Mac Jones, no. It's zap time. There's no way. And Jefferson is going to have a moment where he comes to him and be like, you know what? If y'all don't get somebody to get me the ball and win, I got to go. So you don't want to get to that point.
maybe I'm tripping, but the Vikings are 9-2, right? And the
Sound look like it.
Lions are what, 4-7? So you want to trade? You want to swap Kirk Cousins for Jared Goff? You want to trade a winning quarterback for a losing quarterback?
Who went to the Super Bowl? And that what y'all told me about Jimmy G?
Yeah, he got carried by the Rams defense. Did we
He
all
can get carried by the Vikings defense.
what defense? They allowed 26 points yesterday. What you talking
I'm
about?
just saying, man.
Vikings
New
defense not
places.
that good.
All right.
Hey, all I'm saying is you sound a little crazy trying to get Jared Goff to replace Kirk Cousins.
I just said a swapping, you know. I'm just trying to see. You gotta throw things out there, man.
I get you, but that's no. Nah, I would rather keep Kirk Cousins than to go get Jared Goff. Now I'm not saying Kirk Cousins is like one of the best quarterbacks in the league, but he's better than Jared Goff. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna at least say that.
How many Super Bowls Kirk Cousins been to?
I mean, he ain't been in none.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, Jimmy G done went to a Super Bowl, but you think he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league? No,
I mean, Super Bowl appearance wise,
I guess.
the Ravens did it.
Okay, I guess.
All right.
Okay. Back to my point. So I think this was probably the most unexpected good game yesterday. No one thought that this was going to be a shootout. I surely didn't, because it's a Bill Belichick's defense. I didn't think they was going to allow 33 points on Thanksgiving in prime time. That's just me. And I feel like both quarterbacks played. You know, they balled out. Now Kirk Cousins did throw a pick. We did mention that. Y'all did mention that earlier, but he almost threw for 300 yards. He had a quarterback rating of 116, so he pretty much played pretty good. And then Mac Jones balled out. You know, 382 yards, 2 touchdowns, 119 rating. So I feel like I don't know, man. I mean, this is a really good game. I'm more so just excited that it was. I thought last night's game was going to be like maybe a 17-10 score or something like that, but I was actually pretty surprised at how good the game was. Neither team was able to establish the run. The Patriots only had 45 yards rushes as a team, and the Vikings only had 57. So they pretty much had to throw the ball all night. So I don't know, man. And Jettas is just I don't know, man. I think we may just have to say that he's the best receiver in the league right now. I don't know.
I'm gonna let you finish.
I could be saying too much right now, but he does have the NFL record for most receiving yards in the first 3 seasons of his career. Odell had that, and Randy Moss. So I mean, he's doing something. He I don't know, man. He's been playing well. We had an Adam Thielen showing yesterday. I mean, he hasn't really been there all season, so I mean, I don't know, man. And then Mac Jones was out there looking like Brady for a minute. He was out there throwing the ball to everybody. He made Nelson Aguilar look good yesterday. Devontae Parker was looking good yesterday. I mean, I don't know, man. This was a really good game. That's all I'm really focused on. I'm just glad last night's game was really good.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson ain't the best receiver yet.
Yes.
It's slow down. He has too many duds. He has too many games where he don't show up.
Well, you get locked down.
Games. Not just the Eagles and Cowboys. There's another game I can't think of right now when he did not show up and they still won. I can't think of it right now. But he got 3 games this year where he did not play good. So
I got you, Joe. Go ahead.
Let's slow down on the Justin Jefferson thing. You know, I'll still put Devontae above him. Because Devontae, he wasn't having a bad season because of, he was playing bad or he was shut down. It's court. They weren't throwing the ball. And once they made the decision throwing the ball, he's been cooking ever since. And he leads the NFL in touchdowns. So I still put Tyreek Hill above him. Stephon Diggs is more consistent than Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson having these explosive games. And I think people are still caught up on that catch. That's his marquee moment of the season. But what other marquee plays does he have that was a game changer for the game? I can't think of now. He had some good games, like the Green Bay games, like that. But Tyreek Hill, he caught 2 touchdowns against the Ravens that sealed the deal. Also, all right, don't forget about that. Devontae Adams has got a walk-off touchdown against Patrick Surtain, one of the best cornerbacks in the league, for the win. So don't forget about that. All right. So let's pump our brakes when it comes
Oh,
to
you forgetting one more person too, though.
who?
They call him
Stephon?
they call him steroid, but no, you said Stephon. They call him
Oh,
steroid boy.
D-Hop,
D-Hop.
yeah.
My man missed 6 games and he came back like he played 6. Like, I gotta give Carlos props. Like you gotta include him in that conversation. And his quarterback plays Modern Warfare every day. So like that
Hey,
right there.
I wasn't saying it was definite. I'm just saying we may have to have that conversation. That's it.
I mean, that conversation is almost it's a little bit more.
Yeah,
It's more detailed than
I
Kirk
know
Cousins
you was
MVP
about to
conversation.
go.
Yeah.
I know he was about to go. It's a little more. It's a little more definitive than Kirk Cousins.
Well,
More
the debate we can have is if we ever want to do the CD and Jefferson. Then that's when you say Jefferson is flat out the best receiver, right? When you're doing that,
yeah, that's. I think that's obvious.
whoa, calm down. Okay, just calm down. I don't like your tone when you said that.
I mean, I'm saying, what has CD done other than a few games?
No, CD is not in the conversation. He's not even in the NFC.
That's why
conversation
no.
right now.
Hold on, guys.
Relax.
He might no. He definitely is. He's been playing better than AJ Brown.
Oh, okay.
The numbers will show you that.
Okay.
The numbers will show you that. AJ Brown is just a name so far.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I like that ending. All right, so Justin Jefferson, my bad, y'all. Okay, against Detroit, he had three catches, 14 yards. Right after Philly, he had back-to-back games. Philly, he had 6 receptions, 12 yards. Sorry, I'm tripping. 6 receptions, 48 yards. Against Detroit, 3 receptions, 14 yards. So, and then against Dallas, 3 receptions, 33 yards. I mean, bro, like, I'm sorry. Like, what's going on here?
Hey, I didn't say he was. I said we may have to have the conversation. That's all I said. I never said that he was the finger. I still think Devontae Adams is the best receiver in the league. But I'm just saying we may have to have that conversation.
All right, we got that could be a topic. We'll bring it up.
He's clearly
like
the
a
best
top 5 or
receiver.
something.
I agree, Carl. He's clearly the best receiver in his class. Clearly,
Yes, he is.
That's without
Oh
a
yeah, I
doubt.
mean, who in his class? Like,
Y'all going a
what's
little.
his name?
Y'all doing my man dirty. Like I don't like CD, but
Oh,
y'all
yeah,
doing
we're
him
not CD.
dirty. Y'all doing them dirty now. Y'all
I
acting
was
like
thinking about
nobody was in
Rager,
the
my
class.
bad. I was thinking about Rager. My bad. I forgot CD in that picture. My bad.
But
All
yeah,
right,
Kev,
y'all.
I'll
CD
address you
playing
later.
better this
Kev.
year. Tell Lamb to catch up.
So what? Your man only got 685.
Hey, AJ Brown got some games too. One against the Commanders, but I'm not gonna talk about that. But you know what? He was hurt. You know, he pulled his toe or something. Something happened. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share this video with somebody that y'all know. Because once we end the live, you can watch it again. When we get off this, we're gonna create. Sometime today, we're gonna chop these videos up so you can watch it individually and just go right to a certain segment. All right. So yeah, Rager to in there. I brought Rager up. All right, so let's get our last words. Tomo, Dave, and let's end this thing.
How about them Cowboys? Oh, my bad.
Sorry, let me go first. My bad.
Oh, my bad.
No, Skip Bates talking for a second. Hey, look, Beam Team, we back tonight. All right. Hey, Carl, +8, we got you, bro. We got you. You should have went negative. You should have went -8, but it's nothing out there. So, Beam Team, we back tonight. We like that Beam tonight from Boston. You know, I'll be at I'm not going to the game. I wanted to go to the game too last minute. All right, you know, tickets too wild. All right, so I'm gonna go to a bar instead. But if you're a Boston fan, I'll see you in the bar near you to watch that dub. Go ahead, Cowboy.
How about them Cowboys? I say it again. Come on now. And this is my last word. 2 words. Well, two things. Run the ball and also Kev. AJ Brown stats on this year. He has 685 with 6 touchdowns, right? CD has 857 with 5 touchdowns. Catch up to what, bro? Catch up to what? And Dak was out. Come on now. And Dak was out. Cool.
Pulled up the stats. So I mean, I want to give a promotion for the show. So we got 2 segments that's coming up soon. I mean, is it okay if I announce it? So we got a segment for Tomo called "You're Done, Son." That's coming up soon. Tomo, go ahead and explain that a little bit for the fans, man.
Oh man, I was still building a plane while I was in the air, but the "You're Done, Son" segment is more so those players that we all put here, and then they have like 4 or 5 maybe bad plays or bad moments throughout the season, And I just got to say, look, man, all that tough talking you've been doing, you're done, son.
And
Is there a chance, real quick, is there a chance AJ will be in that segment? Go ahead, David.
Kevin just was part of that just now. You're done, son. You're telling me catch up, and they right there. They like neck and neck.
Yep. Zach Wilson's definitely in that you're done, son, because I think he's done for sure. But and I got something called Dave's Doghouse. What that means is any player or coach that doesn't that's on the hot seat or not playing well, that's going to be in the doghouse. So players, coaches, do your job.
And real quick, on Tom Moore's defense, I can't believe I'm defending the Cowboy. But when you are the man, there's more attention to you. AJ gets probably more one-on-one coverages than CD. So I'm not sure. I'm just throwing out there. That's how it is. When you are the main guy, you get double cover a lot. And when you have other stars, you get single cover a lot. So
Joe, he knows this. He knows this.
All right.
They just still salty they lost. 49 rushes.
49. All right, y'all. He said, why you bringing old stuff, man? All right, y'all. Great show today. Hope y'all enjoy y'all Thanksgiving yesterday and spend y'all money right now for y'all Christmas gifts. It's Black Friday. Hope y'all enjoy this episode. We'll see y'all in the next one. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.